Hey guys, welcome back. It's Shelby and I have made a few videos regarding how to dry flowers. Basically the first one, and for whatever reason the audio only works for like half of you guys. I've gone back and sometimes I can hear it and sometimes I can't, but it is a consistent problem. So I remade it and it's a little bit less talky and a little bit easier just to get to the point of it. So I will link that video above the better one with the sound. I do still have the old one because that one is like, I don't know, really popular, and I have a small channel. Honestly, I don't want to remove a popular video, so that one's staying up too. So I have two of them. But one thing that I have seen a lot of in the comments, other than commenting on the sound in those videos, is questions regarding hairspraying your flowers. And a lot of people say they do it and they say it turns out wonderfully. So I wanted to try it out. I've never done that. I have dried, I don't want to say like 100, but probably over 100 roses in my life. I've got 6 of them here. Different colors. I tried to use different colors and I've never tried that, so I want to try it. I was looking high and low through my hair products. I don't use a lot of them, but I was looking for hairspray because I knew I used to have a giant aerosol can of hairspray, and I think I threw it out like honestly a couple of years ago. I haven't looked for it in a while. I do have this, which is a travel size non-aerosol hairspray that I have for emergencies, just to like get rid of the flyaways, because that's kind of the bulk of what I would ever use it for. Just for me personally, I think it's because my hair is so long. Hairspray doesn't do a whole lot, so I don't use it. But specifically looking online, it says to use aerosol hairspray, so I don't have that, but I am going to attempt it with non-aerosol hairspray. And at the very least, even if it's not correctly testing the hypothesis that you guys put forward or that you guys offered as an explanation saying that you did it yourself, at the very least, I can test it out, and if it doesn't work, you will know not to use non-aerosol hairspray. So that's what we're trying today. Hairspraying already dried flowers, kind of seeing the before, after. I'm gonna check in on this in a week at the end just to kind of like give you guys an idea of how it holds up over a little bit of time. My roses never really sit in direct sunlight, just FYI. They're always like back in a room, in a bright room, like there's windows, but like not direct sunlight. That might affect the color of your flowers, just FYI. But yeah, we are going to do close-ups of before and after, spray them with non-aerosol hairspray. Sorry, this was more of an introduction than I was hoping for, but we will get right into it. So this is kind of a close-up of what was a white rose. It's still a white rose. It's kind of a creamy yellow now. It is very delicate, brittle, and just very matte. Like it kind of sucks in the light, and it's not super glossy or shiny. I'm gonna do a quick little zoom in on all of them just so you guys can see. Pink one, vibrant pink one. This is one of the roses, I'm pretty sure, that I did my original dried rose video on. So if you guys are wondering, we're 3 years in, we still have a good color, and I'm really hoping this hairspray does not destroy that. This one's got a really long stem. This one is definitely a little bit raggedy. It did not look like that when I was drying it. It's seen some action. Kind of a two-toned rose. This one is already losing its petals, so I don't know how well this one's going to hold up, but I'm not going to blame the hairspray on that if it doesn't, because it's already really delicate. Okay, let's try this. Ready? Ooh. All right, it's not an aerosol, but it does mist kind of nicely, so I should have put down paper towels first. All right, this is looking pretty covered, coated, glossy. I'm really hoping this doesn't like sink in and cause mildew. But yeah, I'm gonna put that off to the vase to dry. We'll spray the others. All right, this one might be a bust. This one had just already lost too many petals. Nothing online of what I read said how much to use, so I don't know. I'm guessing here. You know what? I'm gonna spray these petals too, just for a fair shot so we can see. They're very brittle, very dry, so if I can like move them and make them more malleable at the end. Oh my God, look at all this hairspray. That's disgusting. I used like half a bottle. All right, I'm gonna clean this up. We'll do close-ups on the vase and what they look like now, and then I'll see you in a week. All right, here we go. I probably should have trimmed the roses to all the same length, but I didn't want to mess with them too much. The color immediately is staying fine. They are very shiny, which I think is fine. I'm wondering actually if this is gonna form some sort of shellac and like leave them shiny. If so, I don't actually know how I feel about that. It might just like sink in and not do anything. I honestly don't know. Might make the petals more soft, but we will find out. And I do have a full vase full of regular dried flowers that have not been sprayed to compare them to. So as far as the shine factor and, you know, how delicate the petals are, fragile versus, you know, movable, bendable, we have a control group. So this is what they look like. I do have the petals that I sprayed down here just on a paper towel. They're very shiny. They are still pretty brittle, but we can test those in a week too and kind of get a close-up of those and see how they fare and how they work out. So yeah, basically I'll do one more little close-up of all of the roses very, very quickly, just so you can see kind of what's going on. You see the shine factor? Super shiny. And then we're gonna leave these for a week and I will check in and just kind of do a quick little recap of how they wear. And yeah, if it's totally awful, I might retry this with different roses and aerosol hairspray. If it's not, maybe this is the way to go. But if it's not super awesome compared to just regular dried roses, I might not do anything because I like my dried roses and this is a fair amount of effort and product, and now everything's sticky and smells like hairspray and I don't know if I'm all about that. So I do like that they're shiny, that's nice, but they look less real almost, you know, like this doesn't look like a dried flower, it looks like a fake dried flower. I don't know. We will check back in a week and we will see. All right, guys, here we go. We have a vase full of regularly dried non-hairsprayed roses on the left and our 6 hairsprayed roses on the right. And this is honestly the first time I'm kind of really looking at them in a week. So here is the busted up rose. Honestly, there's a slight sheen to it that I'm not seeing on the other just regularly dried roses. Let's check if it's brittle. Yeah, still pretty brittle. Maybe slightly less so, but again, like you can't really tell. That tends to be rose to rose, you know? Like we'll do this bud and this bud. Maybe very slightly less brittle depending on where you squeeze it, but not noticeably so. Here's the tall one. Slight amount of sheen right there. Actually, it just looks like white residue. It's not even really shiny. This one is the one that obviously has been through some trauma. Oops. Still kind of brittle. Honestly, like, I don't know if it's worth it or not. It doesn't affect the color. It doesn't really affect anything, so it's definitely not something bad to do. Here are the petals down here. Okay, I can bend it without breaking it, so I take it back. That one broke. So it's petal to petal. Some of them do appear to be less brittle. Some of the flowers appear to be less brittle. Some of the petals don't. So I think it depends on the rose, on the flower. Some of them are just as crispy as before. They don't seem shiny. Not really. I mean, like, it kind of looks shiny on camera, but it actually doesn't in real life. So that's kind of weird. But I don't know. Does it make a difference? I guess kind of. Slightly less brittle, but certainly not malleable. Slightly less matte, but not shiny. I mean, they still look realistic. They don't look like they're, you know, cast in resin or fake or anything. So I do like that. Is it worth the effort? I don't know. For me personally, no. If it's something you guys want to do, I don't think it ruins them at all. I mean, it's been a week. I can't say long term, but the color's still there and they look fine. And at the very least, they're not dusty, right? Like these, I don't know, I keep my roses pretty nice, but I don't know. I guess you could say that they might, maybe have some dust on them. Honestly, not really though. I take a good care of my roses, but yeah, I mean, I don't think it hurts them. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm ambivalent on this one. Give it a try if you want, but definitely don't do it with your most favorite dried roses. And let me know how it turns out in the comments. Or if I'm doing it wrong and there's a better way to do it with a better outcome, let me know that as well. Thanks guys. Bye for now.